Hi there guys, so I'm Sharon, back again talking about more issues to do with the mind-body connection, and today we're going to be talking about sleep. Now, sleep in my view is probably the best prescription in the world. I would give it to everybody if I could, but I totally understand, purely from my own experience and also from what I hear from clients, that a lot of people have sleep issues. Now, I specialise in anxiety and pain management, so in relation to those two areas in particular, sleep can have an impact. But I think everybody at some sort of point in their life has had some sort of worries or concerns or issues in relation to sleep. Now, I remember when I was a student, sleep was not a priority, either because I was out partying or because I was up late at night doing essays. But sleep is really, really important, and not being able to sleep has such a negative effect on the quality of your life. Physically and emotionally, it can make you feel drained, irritable, bad-tempered, and not able to focus or concentrate on even work properly. But for those of you who've had experience of sleep issues, I'm sure I don't really need to tell you that. It can actually also be really dangerous, and it's actually really unhealthy. I think there's more and more studies actually showing the importance of sleep, and it's even got an impact on things like your heart health and blood pressure, and I think you're 15%, I can't remember where I read that, but I think you're 15% more likely to have a weight issue if you don't sleep properly. And a lot of that has to do with kind of like the cortisol and the relaxation that your body needs to have, and the rest and repair that needs to happen at night. So it's not a healthy thing to be avoiding your sleep. And I think we're one of those countries where sleep is almost, it's undervalued. You don't really see gazelles in the desert running around going, "Oh, I've been partying all night." Yeah, who needs sleep? They make sure they get it. In fact, they probably sleep more than people. Well, they definitely sleep more than people. They're normally asleep when you're watching them with David Attenborough. So sleep is really important, and we have a tendency to maybe undervalue it and not give it the attention that it deserves. So in a moment, we're going to do a sleep recording for you, a lovely one that I use with a lot of my clients, and it's how to have perfect, deep and unbroken sleep. But I'm also quite holistic in my approach, and if you've listened to me before, I'm sure you've heard me talk about various other ways that you can help yourself in relation to sleep as well. And I know a lot of people out there take maybe sleeping tablets or sleeping aids, but most products which actually try to help you sleep, try to send you to sleep or make you go to sleep, and that doesn't really work long term, and more studies are actually showing that. I'm not someone to ever take anything off the table, and if it's a short-term thing, okay, do what you need to do, but long-term, the effects of using those products have actually been shown to have a negative effect on sleep, and in particular the quality of sleep which you get, because you've probably, if you've had sleep issues and you've Googled anything to do with sleep at all, you're aware of kind of like the stages of sleep and what REM is. And if you're not, I'd encourage you to go and have a look at some of that information. But those kind of products, they don't allow your body to really fall into that proper restorative sleep, because your body is doing a lot at night time. Sleep, I think they used to have a view that when you slept, your body turned off. It was, done. And sleep science is actually a very new science. It's only been going less than 100 years, I believe. But you really, really need to have a system in place within your own body so that you can fall to sleep, or, help yourself go to sleep and get to that really restorative sleep, that really deep sleep, not using tablets to just kind of knock you out almost. Over time there's evidence that they definitely have a negative effect on your natural sleeping pattern, and most importantly the quality of that sleep. So what works really, in my view, is not trying to go to sleep or trying to get to sleep, but having sleep that comes to you naturally, just like a baby, and having sleep stay with you throughout the night. And I see sleep issues quite a lot, like I say, based on what I do, and people normally fall into one of two categories. You've got the people who can't go to sleep or have an issue getting to sleep, and then you've got the ones who fall asleep no problem but are up 4 or 5 times a night. So when I work with people, that's what I give them really. I give them that natural ability that we're all born with, to have deep, unbroken sleep that stays with you throughout the night. And sleep comes to them. It's not something they go towards. It just comes to them. It's something we're all born with. So realistically, it's just a skill which we need to reactivate. So it doesn't really matter who you are, if you're stressed out parents, new or old, or students taking exams, business people, healthcare professionals. You're all under extreme pressure, and the various stresses and strains of life can have an impact on sleep, and we can all find it difficult to switch off. But the benefits of regaining and reinstalling that perfect habit that we're all born with, they're untold, really. You've got benefits on your health, benefits in your relationship, benefits in every aspect of your life, be it from a weight issue or just the way you deal with things. So I'm not going to go into the sleep science here today, but what I will say is obviously sleep is a really active time. Okay, your brain and your body are processing and restoring and strengthening. And if you don't dedicate the right amount of time to that, well, that's not a great thing to be doing. It can create memory issues, mood changes. It can even weaken your immunity. And if you're in hospital as well, it can really reduce the effect of, or the way which your body can heal itself. The right amount of sleep and the right amount of, correct food, lots of water, and lots of relaxation, it can really have an impact on your healing ability. And I'm sure there's some of you in there, no offence to anybody, but you want to get out as quickly as is possible. So sleep can definitely impact on that. And whilst I know being on a ward can be quite a difficult place, there are some secrets of super sleepers, if you like. So one of the things that a lot of us do at night time is we go on our phones or we go on our tablets. And there's increasing evidence to show that we need to reduce this blue light, so the light which is in your phones and your tablets. And you need to be reducing that probably 90 minutes before you go to bed. So if you are going to bed, try and keep your phones away from you. Resist the temptation to check emails or go on the internet. Keep those things away from you late at night, because there's studies which actually show 10 minutes of blue light, so the light that's on your phone, is the equivalent of 2 hours walking in sunlight. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't know exactly how they measure that, but that was in a medical journal. So I've noticed that myself as well, actually. Come kind of 9:30ish, I kind of turn off all my phones, all my electronic devices, that they kind of go away. Also, if possible, it's really good to embrace kind of morning sun and embrace morning light. So if you can at all, I recommend that when you wake up in the morning, if you just go try and get outside, try and have a walk. I know that's not possible for everybody, particularly if you're in hospital, but try and get around that. Try and create a regular bed and wake time as well, because your brain loves familiarity. Whatever's familiar to your brain, it really, really loves that. So where possible, try and get regular bedtimes. If you're not in hospital as well, obviously avoid alcohol. Now, some people I know are using it to actually get to sleep. But again, a bit like those sleeping tablets over a long period of time, a bit like all those other ways of kind of like almost knocking yourself out, it reduces the quality of your sleep and it cuts down on that deep, deep sleep where your body's restoring itself. Also, try and create a bedtime ritual. Now, there's kind of nice teas that you can try. Some people like to have warm milk, stuff like that. Try and create a bedtime ritual. So my bedtime ritual would be, kind of phones off, kind of 9, 9:30. And then I'll normally read for half an hour before I get into bed. Nothing complicated, nothing crazy, but that's normally what I'll do. If you are in hospital as well, or even if you're not, to be honest with you, embrace napping. It changed my life. So I can travel quite a lot with my work. And you could be up and down the country. You could even be in different countries. And, sometimes my sleep does take a bit of a hit. Not because I want it to, may I add, but just the way flights work. But I embrace napping, and I would never give any advice out that I'm not prepared to use myself. And if you nap on occasion, it can really, really help your overall health and your overall well-being. It's actually been shown as well that people who take regular naps have actually got improved heart health. They're doing studies on that at the moment, and I don't know if any of you know Dr. Chatterjee. He's written a book recently and he talks about the studies that they're doing in relation to that. Now, a nap, just to confirm as well, should never be any more than 20 minutes. If you go over 20 minutes, you're kind of going into deeper sleep and you're going to be less alert when you wake up. But if you can have something 15, 20 minutes and set an alarm, set some sort of gentle alarm, it can really, really help you if you are suffering with your sleep at night time. Reduce your caffeine as well. I'm shocked at the amount of coffee people drink. I'm not a coffee drinker, but there's so much of it about. Caffeine is just not good for you if you're having issues sleeping. Reduce your sugar intake also. I'd normally say to my clients or people I see, try and cut out all caffeine and sugar after kind of 2, 3 o'clock really. And magnesium supplementation. Now, again, I'm not a nutritionist and probably shouldn't be giving this out, but as a friend speaking to you, magnesium is really important for your nervous system. And a lot of us are actually quite deficient in it. So I'd recommend if you can go and speak to a nutritionist, there's some at the TDF, or someone in the healthcare profession, and ask them about magnesium. I think it could be worth you looking into. So that's the secret really of super sleepers. And what we're going to do today is we're going to go over a nice guided visualization to aid you with unbroken and perfect deep sleep. So, as always, what I want you to do now is just find a space or a place and make yourself comfortable. And it could be sitting in a chair or lying in a bed, with your feet and your arms not quite touching. And just lying there now, or sitting there. I want you to roll your eyes up, as if you're trying to look through your own eyebrows. And just fix your eyes on a real or imagined spot overhead, just for a few seconds. And as you do that now, I want you just to breathe in and breathe out, keeping your eyeballs rolled up. And again, just breathe in and breathe out. And just one more time now, breathe in, and keeping those eyeballs up, I want you to close your eyelids right down. And just allow that drifting, floating feeling to develop in your body. Now I want you simply to imagine that you're looking down at 10 steps. And just drop your chin just a fraction. So you get that same looking down feeling as if you're looking down a flight of stairs. And you're looking down those 10 steps now, right now, as you're moving on to step 10. As every muscle, every nerve turns loose, lets loose, and you go deeper. You're taking step 9 and 8. And you can see your feet, hear your feet, and feel your feet, treading each and every step. And as you move down, drift down, travel down to an even deeper level, you're taking step 7 now. And you're going deeper into an awareness of yourself. You're taking step 6, drifting way deep down. You're taking step 5 now, going twice as deep with every step. And you're taking step 4, as each muscle, every nerve, turns loose, lets loose, and you go deeper. You're taking step 3 and 2, as you gently, calmly, easily move on over to an even deeper level. And as you take step 1, just sleep deeply. Now you'll know that when I say sleep in this context, I just mean a sleep of the nervous system. And when I say sleep, you sleep deeply, and your nervous system relaxes. You're moving into the sleep of the nervous system, which is going to easily carry you into a deep sleep that will take you right through the night and into the morning from here on in. There is nowhere for you to go. There is no need for you to go to sleep as you listen to this recording and as you hear my voice, because sleep comes to you now, and it descends upon you with ease. You came onto the planet as a baby, and you could sleep anywhere. In the light, in the dark, in noise, sitting up and lying down, in someone's arms. And even as I speak, your brilliant subconscious mind is remembering how perfectly you slept as a baby, as a toddler, and as a child. And as your brilliant subconscious mind remembers all of it, it's literally recreating it. While your subconscious mind remembers now how easy it is for you to sleep, while your subconscious mind remembers and recreates, your conscious mind is forgetting everything else. You're remembering everything you need to remember, and you're forgetting everything you need to forget. You're remembering that you came onto the planet perfectly able to sleep, and sleep is a skill that you were born with, and you are easily regaining it with practice. And I want you to imagine right now that you're simply looking down at your feet. You're looking at your toes, and you're looking right through your toes into the muscles. And in your imagination, you can trace those muscles back to the ball of your foot, to the arch, and way back to the heel. And in your imagination, you're turning the muscles in your feet completely loose, and they're becoming like rubber bands, just like strands of cooked spaghetti. As the muscles in your feet relax and become heavy and let go, you're relaxing in your mind too. You're drifting off to an easy feeling of deep relaxation. And that feeling of deep muscular relaxation is moving from the soles of your feet and up onto the ankles and into the calves. Your calf muscles are becoming so absolutely heavy as the muscles in your legs relax. And you're letting your mind relax too. Just the way it relaxes each night when you're sleeping. That feeling of deep, muscular, heavy relaxation is moving from your calves and into your knees. And it is moving into the long muscles in your thigh. It is moving into your hips and into your solar plexus. And every muscle in your body is relaxing and letting go. With every breath you take, you're drifting further and further and deeper into sound sleep. You're reactivating that natural ability to sleep easily. And your forearms are incredibly heavy, from the wrists all the way to the fingertips of each hand. Each muscle is relaxing. All across your forehead now, the muscles are so relaxed. Across the top of your skull, across the crown of your head, and every muscle, even your eyebrows, are relaxing. Your eyelids are so incredibly heavy that they've been fused shut, sealed shut, locked tight just for a moment. The very thought of opening your eyes is something you simply cannot be bothered with. Up through the nose, each nerve is giving way and relaxing. All around your mouth, your teeth are not quite touching. Your mouth is barely touching. And you can imagine this wonderful mist coming from your nose every time you exhale. And that mist now is coming out of people's mouths on really cold days. And you can imagine that you're exhaling this wonderful white mist. Every time you exhale that mist, you are cool and calm and fully supported. And you are freeing yourself of tension and drifting deeper and sounder and further into sleep. All around your neck, the muscles are letting go. Your neck muscles are the first to tighten and the last to relax. And you feel complete looseness in your neck. You are going into a really deep sleep now. Deep, restorative sleep. And your mind and body are connecting and becoming one. Sleep is coming to you like a thick, comfortable blanket, covering you and protecting you and taking you deeper, sounder into sleep. You're cool, your body is cool, just like on those really cold days, but you're warm and you're protected by that blanket of sleep. And right now, you're drifting deeper and sounder and further into sleep, because sleep is a skill you were born with and it comes to you easily, and you are regaining it now with practice. Right now, you are drifting deeper, sounder and further into sleep, because sleep is a skill you were born with and you're easily regaining it with practice. The more you listen to this recording, the more rapidly sleep comes to you, and it stays with you throughout the night, or for as long as you need it to. As you go deeper, you can feel that bed supporting you, or you can feel that chair supporting you. Wherever you are, you feel fully supported. You feel like you're sinking into it. The pillows or that chair are supporting your head, and you're sinking into it. The covers now are comforting you and keeping you safe, and you're drifting so deeply into sleep. Sleep is nature's restorer, and you're sleeping wonderfully, deeply and soundly. You dream the most healing, wonderful dreams, and you love sleeping. You wake up every morning feeling so wonderfully refreshed, and you know you were born with this perfect sleeping skill. Sleeping perfectly is your birthright. It is a skill that you were born with, and you are regaining, reactivating, reclaiming and remanifesting it every single night. Every night when you even think about this recording, sleep comes to you and stays with you. It is part of you. You sleep perfectly and wonderfully. You sleep soundly. You sleep right through the night. If ever you wake because of a noise or a sound or a disturbance at any time at all, you're able to once again roll your eyeballs up, take 3 deep breaths, deep breaths from the diaphragm. Keep your eyeballs up and then close your eyelids right down. Take those 10 steps in your mind and know that immediately sleep returns to you. When you go to bed, sleep comes to you so quickly and it stays with you right through the night. You're able to enjoy 8 hours of deep, wonderful, restoring, relaxing, unbroken sleep. On the odd occasions when something may disturb you, it's completely irrelevant to you, because the minute you close your eyes, sleep comes back to you. It returns to you. You have wonderful powers of sleep now, and you sleep deeply. You sleep soundly. You sleep perfectly. You can sleep in noise. You can sleep in light. You can sleep on a train, on an aeroplane, even in the back of a car. You could sleep on a beach. You can sleep in an armchair, in your own bed, or any bed. Whether you're at home or travelling, you sleep deeply and soundly and perfectly. Your mind picks up on the fact that you're ready for sleep, and sleep comes to you, and it stays with you, it comforts you, and it absolutely rejuvenates you and your inner mind. It relaxes you and it calms you, and you are ready to sleep now, deeply, throughout the night, with ease. The most powerful part of you knows that at night time, that's the time for sleeping. As your inner mind locks onto these words and accepts them, you find it easy to get into bed, to roll your eyes up, and to just follow these instructions. You just notice how quickly sleep comes to you now, long before my voice has tailed off and I've stopped speaking. You're easily enjoying deep sleep, proper nighttime sleep. You're enjoying wonderful healing dreams. Your inner mind is accepting these suggestions, and you are so aware that you are building and regenerating that new, perfect sleep pattern that you were born with. Every night you are motivated, programmed and conditioned to be able to sleep quickly. Sleep comes to you so quickly now, and you easily stay asleep. You get into bed and sleep comes to you, and it comes to you so quickly. It stays with you and it enables you to have 8 hours uninterrupted sleep. And even if you hear any noise or any interruption, you just turn over, remember this recording, and go back to sleep with ease. You're programming your body and your mind and your psyche to make this happen. You have the power to influence your body, and you're using that power now, directing and commanding the sleep pattern of your body to work perfectly. Your body is controlled by your mind, and as you listen to this recording, you simply drift off and drift down to a deep, deep state. As you play this recording, or even just remember it, you drift to such a deep place. Your body is controlled by a network of intelligence, which is influencing your own mind. You play this recording at night, and you go to such a deep place that you're changing sleep patterns forever. You're activating within yourself the most perfect deep sleep patterns that are a part of you, that always have been a part of you, and you are reinstalling those now. You're developing perfect patterns of sleep quickly and sleeping deeply, sleeping right through the night until your required wake time. And when you wake up at your required wake time in the morning, you feel so refreshed and so rejuvenated. You go to bed every night certain that sleep will come to you and stay with you, and so quickly, and it always does. You wake up every morning feeling the benefits of a wonderful night's sleep, and you use the sleep secrets that we discussed. You embrace napping, you cut out caffeine, you cut down on sugar consumption, you do whatever you need to do to support this new pattern and these new beliefs, knowing that they will benefit you and stay with you for the rest of your life, and knowing that deep sleep will enable you to enjoy life and get the most out of it. It will also increase your healing speed, and it will also benefit you for the rest of your life. Knowing that you will feel the benefits of sleep the next day and every night, because you have regained, reactivated and remanifested in yourself this perfect sleep pattern. You accept that fact that you can sleep perfectly, You're communicating this to your mind. And while you're using this recording, you're communicating with the intelligence of every sound of your body. You are directing sleep to come to you, just as your body was designed to. You sleep at night, and your body relaxes. Your mind unwinds easily. Your mind unwinds, and your body relaxes. And you're communicating this sleep pattern with the intelligence of your mind that knows when to sleep. You're directing your body to sleep perfectly, deeply, and soundly. Your body is responding as you direct it, command it, and instruct it to give you the perfect sleep pattern that you were born with. When you were little, you slept perfectly, and you're reactivating this from pure memory. You're improving your sleep perfectly right now, just by thinking of it. Every night, when you think of sleep coming to you and staying with you, every time you think these thoughts, you're massively improving your sleep. And every night, or any night, that you play or think of this recording, you think these thoughts, you hear these words, and you drift into a wonderful sleep. You're responding perfectly now to these mental direct commands, and you sleep perfectly. Your thoughts are commanding you to sleep. Your beliefs are changing your very biology. You sleep perfectly. You're activating and maintaining perfect sleep just by the power of your thinking, and simply because you can. You were born with this ability. You were born with this skill. You don't need anybody to give it to you. As you relax and you take in these words, you know that your mind is responding to the pictures that you're making and the words that you're making. You sleep perfectly. You sleep wonderfully. And everything is in the right place at the right time, programming you to sleep. You just feel so wonderful. You think and see and believe in your mind's ability to give you perfect sleep. Your mind is influencing your body, just as it always does, and you're influencing your mind in the most perfect way. You see yourself sleeping. You see yourself sleeping perfectly, and you believe in your ability to sleep. And you know that the minute you get into bed, close your eyes and switch on this recording, even if it's in your mind. Sleep comes to you and stays with you, because all you need to do is remember these words. Remember the words, and remember that this is the skill you were born with. Everybody is born with the right to sleep. So everything is in the right place now, at the right time, programming you, compelling you, and conditioning you to sleep. And as you think of this recording, sleep comes to you so quickly. Long, long before I stop speaking, sleep is with you. It stays with you, it comforts you, and it rejuvenates you, and it carries you through right until the morning. Now, as my voice simply tails away, you're beginning to dream the most wonderful dreams, the most healing dreams, and sleep will stay with you. But as I stop speaking, if you do need to go about the rest of your day, your mind will remember everything we've discussed and everything we've covered, because sleep will stay with you, and sleep comes to you. It is your birthright, so you can get it with ease. And you remember this recording, and you remember to relax, and you remember that sleep comes to you, and that's what you're doing right now. So on the count of 1, you're returning to your full awareness now, if you need to, feeling wonderful. And on the count of 2, you're feeling calm, relaxed, and incredibly at ease, and this feeling will stay with you for the rest of your life. And on the count of 3, every muscle, every nerve in your body is loose and relaxed, but it remembers this session, and it remembers this recording. And you feel wonderful and physically perfect and mentally able. On the count of 4, you're feeling refreshed and relaxed and wonderfully reinforced. And on the count of 5, feeling positive and confident and wonderfully at ease. You can easily wake. But if you are about to go to sleep, you turn off this recording, turn off the equipment, and drift off to have the most fantastic night's sleep, the most fantastic dreams, and the best memories. And these will stay with you for the rest of your life. Wonderful, deep, uninterrupted sleep, full of positive dreams. So as always, guys, I just want to say thank you for listening, and thank you for taking the time to listen to us today. And if you have any questions, or if you do need anything else, please get in contact with us at the TDF. So that's www.tdf.org.uk. Once again, I've been Sharon Keaney. Have a good week, be good to yourself, and thank you for listening.